Okay guys, now I would like to show you another game from my road to 2000 for rapid in chess.com. I am black and my opponent is white. My opponent is rated 1651 and is from Azerbaijan, Mongolia, from the Mongolia. That's incredible. I'm very happy that we can play with so many people from different countries. Now, please try to understand, this is not a perfect game. I make a blunder in the opening, but what I don't do is give up. I will try to wait for the right moment in which my opponent makes a mistake because he thinks he's winning, and then I will punish that mistake. And so this is the lesson. One, that yes, I'm trying to learn in the Sicilian, but I don't have time, and so mistakes do happen. Two, I really have a kind of strong tactical side. I try to sacrifice and do stuff, and then it's not always good. And three is you don't give up. You continue to fight till the end. Let's start.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games.
So I was black.
The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. g6 prepares to fianchetto the dark-squared bishop, where it will sit on the long diagonal.
I don't know why sometimes when I hit the cursor it goes 2 moves instead of 1.
d4 takes space in the center, attacks the c5 pawn, and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. c takes d4 captures the central d4 pawn and opens up the center. A solid recapture by white, bringing a new piece into play.
This is the problem. I admit I didn't know the theory here, so it's my fault, okay? And so I started to think.
There was only one good move and you found it. Your piece jumps in to protect a rook. This kicks a knight.
And again I had to think what is the next move. But it's theory, okay? I just didn't know it.
Nice find. You found the only move in this position. You ignore the threat and counterattack their queen. This move puts the queen on a safer square.
And here I blundered. I'm sorry, it was my mistake. Why did I blunder? Because I didn't see a possible move by white. I played knight takes e5, and I didn't see that after knight takes e5, queen e5 check, he could play queen c3 defending the e5 knight. That was my mistake.
Your knight is undefended, so this move loses material. That knight was free for the taking. This threatens to checkmate the king. Your opening setup is taking shape nicely. This is the only move that works. This defends the attacked knight.
And this is a great move, and obviously a common person would have said, okay, let's call it a day, right? But I'm playing against a 1600, so why would I not try to fight?
You've pinned your opponent's pawn, limiting its movement. White develops the bishop and attacks the center.
Now the problem is here, right? So I needed to give check.
This moves your queen to a safer square. This blocks the check from an opposing queen.
At this point, again, I think white has kind of won the game. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces out and I continue to move his queen, right?
You found the move that blocks the attacker.
I block the attack on f7.
This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders.
The pawn was this one, because I could have taken, but obviously I didn't care to take it. I needed to develop my pieces.
You are threatening to tactically win a knight.
Now there is a starter problem. You see, if you give me a minute, I can start to do something. And here you can see the X-ray attack on this and this, okay?
This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen.
And so now white has finished the development and so is in the middle game while I'm still in the opening, okay?
A good choice to move your threatened queen. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away.
As you can see, his bishop pair control everything. He has a perfect game and I don't know, I think he missed something.
This is a good time for you to get out of trouble.
As you can see, in the beginning they thought that instead of going here it was better to go back to the square in d8 because so the queen wouldn't have been attack relentlessly, right?
This allows the opponent to eventually win a knight.
Here he made, like I told you, a huge mistake and so he gave me a chance. Why this move is a mistake? Because when I saw it I said, oh my god, I'm blocking the center. And then, you know, I saw, oh wait a minute, this is attacking this, which is kept by this, and this can go here and attack this to give a checkmate. And so, boom, I did it right away. Because yes, the king is in the center, but he's still kind of protected. So I'm not afraid of him.
This move wins a knight. You are threatening to checkmate the king.
So the checkmate is here, right? And as you can see, in just one move, the position changed completely. He played h3.
This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked.
But obviously, once he plays this, guess what? I have gained material.
You captured that free knight.
And so now I have a pawn advantage. From being down a knight, I have a pawn advantage. And it's not finished. Look at my knight. He's threatening knight f3 check, and then I gobble the queen, okay? So as you can see, things are not really bad for me.
This threatens to eventually win material.
And this is kind of dangerous, yes. I was kind of scared. What can you do? But also here, what did I think? I said, well, okay, let's exchange the pieces because there is an advantage. I first take this, then this is attacking here, this is attacking here. It starts to be a good position in my opinion.
You are forcing your opponent to isolate a pawn. Takes back.
And now I had to do, I fought for a while because I had to find a move which was good for me. Because as you can see, he has trapped my king in the center and I still cannot go on one side, cannot go on the other. This is blocking everything, right? So the move I played was amazing in a sense because it was a sacrifice, right? I played this. He could have played bishop takes b6, but he didn't. And so I have this open for attacking here, this that could come into the game. It's a great moment for me.
This is the only move that works, and you found it. Your piece jumps in to protect a pawn. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. You developed your bishop on the long diagonal.
Okay, look how the position changed, and his rooks are still not being used, and we are at move I think in 18.
This threatens to win a bishop through a fork.
Yeah, okay, this is a problem, like I told you, and I was a little in a pickle, like they said, because I didn't know here how to continue, honestly. I thought he had a better position, I thought he was going to get back whatever I got. I thought I was going to lose because the control of this is terrible. as you can see for me. I cannot get out of there, and I don't want to have a king in the center, okay?
You are threatening to checkmate the king.
So what I did was this move, because it's a threat, and I started to try to control d6 in some ways, or at least also to protect this.
This wins a pawn.
Check.
The only move, and you found it. You step your king away from the checking knight.
Now you cannot do this, the only move, and the funny thing is that he says it's a great move, but it's the only move, because if you try to go here or there, you're going to lose the game immediately. I didn't calculate everything, but I'm pretty sure about it.
That pawn was free for the taking.
And again, once more, I tell you, you must understand the value of the pieces. And that's what grandmasters do, right? You say, this is 5, this is 3. Well, but this is a very active 3. This is a very attacking 3. This is a problem for me. This is doing nothing. So, when they exchange a very attacking knight that can give me a checkmate, that can continue to give me forks and make me do mistakes, compared to a rook that is out of the game, I'm honestly all happy for the exchange. And that's what you should be happy too, okay?
There was only one good move and you found it. This move puts the knight on a safer square.
At this point, I repeat it because I was happy to have a draw. Because in my opinion, my position was bad. Was really bad.
Nice find. You found this blocks an attack on a pawn.
And so now he plays this, that stop the checkmate, so he thinks that is okay, right? But he is not, because at this point I can do something else. I gain a tempo that I can use for something else. And so I immediately attack this, because I am okay if I get this, and I get this for the rook. For me it's perfect, right?
You overlooked an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square.
Okay, he wanted to play rook g8, but again, I thought this was better, because I tell you, you must not focus on pieces that are passive. You should get rid of a passive piece. You should have very active pieces.
This overlooks an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight.
And as you can see now, I will get this, and I will get that.
You step your king away from the checking knight. This permits the opponent to win material through a fork.
But notice that he just told you that, but in reality the engine consider this move a mistake, a blunder. And it is, in my opinion. Again, I tell you, that rook was useless. These two pieces, once I take them out, I can only win, right? Because he's not using his rooks.
Nice fork, you'll be winning material.
Boom.
This steps away from the checking queen. You won a bishop for free.
Huh? Look at this. Look at this. It's great.
This move puts the queen on a safer square. You captured a free knight.
And once again, I think the position change from me kind of losing, or at least I think I was losing, I don't know what the engine was telling you, to a possibility of winning, because I have a bishop pair, and honestly the bishop pair is so strong sometimes that you cannot imagine. Also the two rooks cannot do much, and you will see now, just continue to see the game.
This move wins a pawn.
Oops.
This move puts the queen on a safer square. Yes, this is the way.
At this point, I want to exchange the queen, because if I exchange the queen, I'm peachy, right?
This moves the queen to safety.
And when he played this, I got scared, because I said, oh my god, it's not finished. Because the queen is a really powerful piece, and it has a problem. It can give you endless checks and generally go into a perpetual. That's what scared me. Then after a little I realized that I had a problem of weakness in there,
You are setting up a blockade.
and so nothing. That was a kind of problem, but notice also this. Now I have these 2 pawns. If I can eliminate this, then I will have 2 pass pawn and I should win just like
White
that.
activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. You captured that free pawn.
I can because this is protected, so if it gives me check I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm happy.
This threatens to force eventual checkmate.
And this is what I didn't see. I thought he was going to give me check. I was going here, he comes here, I don't care. When he played this, I said, oh no. And so I had to return back.
Stop your opponent from being able to force eventual checkmate.
I have to return back, but then it's a problem because he can coordinate, I think, here.
This threatens to force eventual checkmate.
So the problem is here. How do I defend it? Well, I cannot defend it with bishop c6 because he will sacrifice, and then if I take, he takes, give me check, gets that, it's a mess, right? So here I didn't see it immediately because sometimes you are all thinking about attacking, but here there was only to defend in order to avoid a catastrophe.
Good job protecting your pawn.
Boom! This is the move. This is the move that in my opinion is saving the game. Because if I didn't have that move, I don't think I would be able to win.
One of the best moves.
He played this, and at this point I
Giving your opponent more things to worry about.
this and he resigned. Why? Because it's unstoppable, you know, with these 2 things coming. So at this point I was okay, do whatever you want, I just promote a pawn and let's see what do you do after that. So as you can see, I started the game losing a knight, but I was able to recover completely. Also, if again there was that thing of keeping me in the center that gave me a huge problem. So as you can see, to keep the enemy king in the center creates opportunities, right? I hope you enjoyed this game, and let's see another one.